great, guys. Should get some lunch.
Okay.
Hello, guys. I'm here to introduce you to this house. It sells for $378,000. It's a great steal. Let's go inside and show you the house. As we start, let's go into the first room here. As you can see, here's a great area where you can interrogate your children for how they have fucked up. Great for Asian parents. As we continue here, we have lockers so they can go to school. You have the perfect home education. If we enter in here, you can put them into nice imprisonment camps behind here. There's a nice coffee, that's not allowed. Get that shit out of here. But as you can see, they can have a nice conversation, but teach them real hard. But if we move on, we have lockers, so you can scare the shit out of your kids. It's top tier. Works. In this next room, over here, ignore this don't fall sign. Everything's perfect. Over here we have your old 1998 computer, cause who wants to let their kids have fun on video games? Not any of us. If we continue, we have another water station where they can have only hot water, because why would we give them cold water? In here, have your security system where you can spy on your kids. Everything's hooked up to a super secure network where you can see their entire browser history. And over here, you can have them sit in the corner of shame. If we move on to upstairs, we can go turn on the breaker. Here's where we have our very top-notch radiator. It's the only thing to help heat up this entire building. They'll be warm for sure. Proceeding, you have your very comfy office with your own radiator. It's apparently freezing in here, so I'm guessing this is where the dead child was. But that's too bad. We'll have to screw with him later. First, we're gonna move on to the breaker. But before that, let's enter this room. You have tons of lockers. If we move on over to here, we should find the breaker. Right in here should be, no, not here. In here you can trap your child and never let him out. But in here, you have control of the breaker in your secondary office. You even have a light switch, unlike most other rooms, where you can yell at them for working in the dark. We even have handcuffs for locking up your children in the basement. So here you have your overview where you can see them eating their lunch, because who wants to let them have any free time of their own? If we proceed downstairs, we can continue with the rest of the rooms after we check out the infirmary, where their kids will be here a lot. There's also a room in the back, but that's where we just store the medical supplies.
Don't you mean the dead bodies?
Shut up. If we proceed, here we have the study hall. This is where your friend can invite all his friends to come study, because who wants to play games with your friends? This is an Asian household who like games. You f***er. You're destroying my $300 computers. You're gonna be sued after this unless you buy the house.
We're gonna have done that to all the ones.
I'll force feed you my foot lettuce. As you proceed back downstairs, we'll see that there are two directions to take, one being the right and one being the left. As we proceed, let us take a right. In this room, we have another way to access here, but if we move this door to the side, as you can see, we have top-notch security cameras to make sure your children are on task at all times. Once we proceed into here, there are the showers. Seems like someone dropped the soap. Ignore this hip here. Someone has lost their hips. Ignoring the sanitary concerns, we can move on. As you can see here, it says no children allowed without staff supervision. Ignore the second word, it's meant to say children. Here you have where you have your autographs for when you graduate from school. We have plenty of space for your Mormon family, where they have 30 billion kids. We even have an upstairs. They can have bunk beds as well. If you want to be watching them when they sleep, because you never know, you can enter in here and have this nice security office. You even have your own radiator. Moving on, we even have locks for every bedroom. Yeah, gotta make sure that they don't go do drugs. Moving in here, we have the library, where they can learn all about math, because who the f wants to learn English? This is an Asian household.
What's up? Can we get 100,000,000 subscribers?
In here, we have your foot fetish portfolios. All of the archives are stored on these servers. Over here, you can make sure that no one is monitoring you. You even have your own donuts. And in here, you have some of these lockers stored with AR-15s in case your children get a bit wild. In here is the mess, where they can have food. As you're near, you can see above, but just in case, you can be down here to serve them food, but instead we could just hire a bunch of Jewish slaves. As a friendly reminder, these windows don't open. Moving in here, this is where we can store all the girls, so you can segregate by gender. You can even segregate by race, with upstairs and downstairs. This is just another duplicate of the same room before. As a friendly reminder, they don't have radiators in their rooms. Moving on, we have another bath, or another shower room. It seems some other child has dropped the soap. Moving on back upstairs. This is, again, the upstairs, but this is where their lockers are. You can lock all of their belongings, having them stored in here, so you know what everything that they have, making sure they don't have any cell phones or anything of that sort. You know, gotta do some protective parenting. The world out nowadays is very scary. So now that you guys have seen the house, do you think you'd like to buy it?
Aw, dang, this is a good YouTube video on this house. I should check it out. This is so epic. Hold on, I just need to make sure I get my flashlight. Oh yeah, I can't forget my drugs. Aw.
Why, hello. Would you like to be interested in this house?
Oh, heck
It's
yeah.
only a nice 378,000.
Epic.
Is it within your budget?
Yeah, it's within my budget. I will have $0 after.
Sounds great. First, let's go upstairs, where we can learn to turn off the breaker to hide the evidence. After you bring the chloroform from the truck, we can find out how to find which rooms are most useful for the children.
Aw, dang, that's epic. Why are there coffee cups all over the floor?
Because that's the only thing they have to drink here. Who wants hydration?
Warden's office?
In this room right here, we have your nice comfy suite. It's a great area. It seems like the children are playing around in here. At least the dead ones. That's how they all deserve to be.
Oh, dang, that's so weird. Is the child still here?
Maybe. Now you'll be joining them.